All right, are you guys ready from Star Wars Jedi Knight?
さあ、スター・ウォーズ・ジェダイナイトの
I
時
know
間
I
ですね。
am. And so I'm going to throw it over to CovertMuffin.
All right, we live? Sick! All right, hey guys, I'm CovertMuffin.
スター・ウォ
I
ーズも意
speedrun
外と
Star
ね、
Wars games a lot, a bunch of other stuff.
日
But
本で
today
は
what we're going to be doing is
出てな
Star
いの
Wars
が
Jedi Knight 2
ですね。
Jedi Outcast, which is the second to last game in the Star Wars Jedi Knight series. It features the Quake 3 engine, which is going to allow us to build a ton of speed, which the developers did not intend us to do. The way we're going to be doing this is something known as strafe jumping. So when I move at a diagonal with W plus D or W plus A and then turn into that diagonal, I get a bunch of speed. And then if I continuously hop over and over again, I get to keep that speed and build some more on it. All right, let's go. Good on time? Yeah? All right. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Hey.
もうジャンプがおかしい。
All right, so this first jump, I'm not supposed to be able to do that, but I built a bunch of speed. So there I did a pistol shot in order to aggro an Imperial officer. If I hadn't done that, I have like a ridiculously high probability to fail the mission because Jan dies. And there I was able to crouch through a very tiny window because the Imperials don't value the quality of life and just forgot to install Windows. So thanks, Empire. You allowed me to skip like over half the level. Coming in here, usually I have to do a bunch of searching and stuff and go around and get some codes. But the good news is that I'm a speedrunner, and so I just know the exact number of key presses I need to do. Oh, all right. Oh, I got a double. All right, nice, and that's going to do it. So this is really going to showcase off what type of speedrun Outcast is. If you watched my Academy speedrun last summer, you'll notice that the level layout is going to be pretty different. Outcast features a lot of like indoor levels with really tight, compact hallways, and there's also a ton more enemies just everywhere. And this makes the speedrun really, really complex in terms of routing and really difficult to do consistently. However, the good news is usually there's a couple of tenths of a second before enemy troops start moving. And so because of this, if I'm able to build a bunch of speed and maintain that without running into a wall, and maintain that by just weaving around corners and such, I actually end up being able to get past those enemies before they start their movement patterns. And they usually only have about 2 to 3 directions, so the RNG really isn't too much of a factor.
これ日本で出てるかな？出てないと思うんだけど。
That being said, though, coming through here, what I'm going to be doing is showing off a quick save and quick load glitch. By quick saving and quick loading, that actually ends up opening that door a tiny bit sooner. And because the cutscene is playing of those stormtroopers still laying down those trip mines, I can actually end up getting past the trip mines before they are armed and explode. Here I'm going to showcase off the swaggest of swag by doing a reverse door crouchy. It doesn't actually save any time, but I just like to do it because of, I don't know, let's just call it RNG manipulation. So here I'm in a droid, which is, oh boy, really bizarre because the droid has no strafe function. What this means is I cannot move it in sidestep using A and D. So if I miss a button like I did for that first button, I end up having to like back out awkwardly and then just like turn the mouse in order to get through. That's really cool. Oh yeah, so this next level is going to be really awesome because there is going to be a global timer. What that means is basically when the game starts in the top right-hand corner of the screen, you'll notice an in-game timer that is ticking down. Basically, there is a cycle of minecarts, and I'm going to try and catch a minecart a little bit earlier than I'm supposed to be able to. But here's the swag jump. Nailed it, first try. Awesome.
おー、1回で成功してますね。すごいですね。
And so coming through here, because I was able to make that jump and pick up a bowcaster, I'm still going to be able to make this cycle. And normally we actually have to dock the shuttle pretty far away. However, because these shuttles move pretty slow, I'm going to do something known as crouch climbing. Whenever I crouch mid-air, whoops, almost off, it actually ends up raising my hitbox ever so slightly. So this allows us to get up to places that the developers maybe did not intend us to be able to do. Here's a tricky jump. Nice. Okay. But in here is more Outcast movement. You can clearly see there's enemies. Oh, yep, there I got a little boxed out. But if I was able to perfectly route and navigate and control the angle of my momentum, there I did a little bit of a better job. I'm able to get past those critters and like save a couple seconds. So it's very interesting. Academy was very difficult and complex to build speed. In this game, a lot more of the difficulty is maintaining that speed, and that's really, really cool. Awesome. Okay, so coming in here, you can do like a pretty cool trick where you get on this elevator, but it's extremely difficult, and I do not feel comfortable going for it. And if you don't get it first try, it actually ends up wasting time, so that's okay. Here we go. We picked up some trip mines earlier in the mission. Just going to lay them down and bake a batch. All right. So here's another place where just building tons of speed is going to break apart the game. Here, this elevator is on a timer once I cross an invisible trigger. So when that happens, it raises up and then lowers back down with a bunch of stormtroopers. However, because I was able to build a ton of speed and get to that elevator in time, I'm able to both catch it a cycle earlier, and then I avoid some stormtroopers that spawn and come down with the elevator. So it's a pretty cool way to mitigate a good bit of RNG. Aw, yeah. Okay. So coming through here, the Wookiee bowcaster is a really effective weapon. Because when I use something known as Skyrim strats and shoot these stormtroopers in the knees, it's a one-hit kill. So it's kind of silly how the developers, for some reason, decided to put vital stormtroopers in the kneecaps. I don't know, Mike Magician, if you could explain that to me at some point, that'd be cool. Shout out to Mike Magician. So these stairs are really fascinating. As you can imagine, if I start walking on the ground, I end up dropping a good bit of speed because I get traction and I start to decelerate. However, when you're going up something like a slope, or these stairs, for instance, if I tap at a certain rhythm, I'm able actually to maintain my speed. There I didn't do a very good job, but you know what, that's okay. That's okay.
ってことはあれか、6と7の間ぐらいか、話としては。
is quite particular, and so not getting a perfect stair there is totally fine. So they're going to drop a trip mine because trip mines don't deal damage to me. And then after I activate that switch, enemies are still actually moving during that cutscene that I skipped. So basically you'll see them and they'll like kind of teleport and such. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, how you doing? So basically what I did here was I used something known as quick save and quick load in order to skip dialogue. However, I'm still actually stuck there until that bit of cutscene. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's try this. Oh, my God, I got it. Awesome. So there's a really tricky bit of movement. I did something known as a crouch jump. So if you crouch and land on an NPC's heads, you end up rolling. However, if you let go of crouch, you jump immediately after and get past there. But here another thing to explain is currently I'm using something known as a back-to tank, which allowed me to fall down that shaft without activating a shift, a switch, and then slowly floating down.
最後皇帝にベイダー攻撃されるんですけど、それに抗って皇帝を殺して最後ベイダーも死んで終わりっていう感じでしたね。ジェダイの期間はね。
But that being said, I can hold a maximum of 5 Bactas. So there I used 4 Bactas in order to heal and take intentional fall damage. And that allowed me to fall down that shaft quicker. That was really cool. But that being said, we're also going to be using our inventory by collecting something known as a Seeker Drone later on, which will save a bunch of time. And even though my weapons and my health and stuff get reset between certain missions, that inventory will actually stay with me as I progress through. But here we go, just killing a bunch of those enemies as I go into this first hostage situation. This is kind of the first auto-scrollish portion of the mission. So that being said, this is an excellent time to read off some donations. You have about time for 2.
All right. Well, we do have a $500 donation from Raven Software.
No way.
Thanks from Raven Software to all the dedicated players in Jedi community that have played, supported, expanded, and kept these games alive for all these years. These games are close to our hearts, and we love them as much as you do, Brian and Steve Raffle.
Wow, thank you guys so much. That's so kind.
And we do have a $10 anonymous donation. Hey, Muffin, good luck as always on the run. It's too bad I can't say it live. Get your PogChamps ready, because there's plenty of hype in this run, especially with Muffin behind the keyboard. Shoutouts to the whole HLD community. Have fun, man.
7ってつい最近映画でやったやつですね。あれ見てないからわかんないや。
Thank you guys so much. That being said, coming up here, what we're going to be doing... Oh, my goodness. So I'm getting majorly trolled by RNG right now. Please don't aggro. Okay, thank goodness. So if I kill too many of these stormtroopers off, what ends up happening is I aggro the rest, and so they all start shooting. However, I do not want this Imperial officer to take any damage. But right here, I'm going to do another quick save and quick load to skip this dialogue, and that's going to allow me to place down these depth packs and take out those cave bugs before they're able to go and deal damage. And now that I successfully do that, I get to show off this really crazy trick. So after this Imperial officer is going to be rounding this last checkpoint, we're going to give him a little bit of a butt boost by laying this trip mine down right at his feet. That's a bad angle. I'm going to try again. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, that's really good. Oh, yeah. So basically, because I laid that trip mine in a really good spot, he got catapulted to the end trigger where he's able to activate the switch. And if I land him right in that zone, boom, he stands up like a few seconds faster. So quick save and quick loading there actually saved me a little bit of time still. So that was a really nice in-game decision making. Which is a really cool aspect of speedrun. Because you think, oh, yeah, they're like playing the same game over and over again. But really what it comes down to is making a lot of complex decisions in a short span of time. So that was really cool. But upcoming here, oh god, the RNG is really bad. Please, please don't kill me. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so that ATST has a probability of unleashing fiery death with rockets, which also blind me, unfortunately. Or it can shoot this, like, I don't know, laser shot. It shot like 4 rockets in a row at me. So as you notice in the bottom left corner, the health of this turret's really low. And if that turret died, I would have been in quite a bit of trouble. But fortunately, we didn't have to worry about that. All right, so coming through here, this level is really interesting, actually, as I do a really cool bit of movement here. Because it's actually pretty easy to get out of bounds in this level. However, Outcast is a really well-made game. And so the developers throw in all of these like really necessary triggers and checkpoints and stuff. So one of them is I have to destroy this ATSD before getting to the end portion of the level. If I hadn't, the end cutscene of the level, which is required, actually does not trigger. Like it's not even loaded. So I have to go through this level painstakingly and actually get all these objectives done. So that's a really interesting way that Raven forces us to do more of the level. So thank you. All right. But now that I deactivated the shields to those anti-air cannons, I'm going to be able to go up and destroy them. But you'll notice, you'll say, CovertMuffin, you have 40 health right now. Well, it's actually pretty important that I keep my health a bit low, because at the end of the mission, we are going to get our first introduction to the extremely compelling story that is this game. And a brief synapse of that is I am going to be meeting Dasan, who is my arch nemesis, aka the overgrown Kuwaitian monkey lizard, and he is going to be kidnapping our waifu. So basically, as I progress through the game, it's going to be an epic fetch quest and like Scooby-Doo hunt for my waifu. Oh no. There he is. Wait. I was trying to get a... Oh, here it is. There he is. Yeah, it's definitely... That definitely looks like an overgrown Kuwaitian monkey lizard. But, oh no, our waifu is kidnapped. Bible Thump, Bible Cat. So now we're going to go meet up with our homeboy, Luke Skywalker, and we're going to get our lightsaber back and force powers. So this level is like kind of nice and relaxing, whereas the first couple of levels are really movement intensive, as I do another crouch jump there. That was really good. And I'm going to be introducing cutscene entering, and this is going to be used a lot.
キングダムハーツはこの後です。
So when I enter this cutscene, it actually teleports me here, and that causes me to not have to walk as far. However, I had to walk back into the room in order to open this door here. If I hadn't, the door actually is locked, which is really weird. I don't know why they did that, but they did. And then now I'm going to progress into Yavin Trial. And so this next mission is probably going to be one of the more intensives, because I'm going to be having to do the most notorious skip and run killer skip in this run, which is known as Lightsaber Skip. It's definitely going to be the hardest one. As you can see here, I'm collecting force powers, going through and doing these force trials. And then the game sort of like tantalizes you by throwing your lightsaber in your face with a raising pillar. That being said, you still have to like continue on and get force jump and do a couple of more trials. But that being said, we're not going to do that. We're going to do something a little bit crazier. Basically, the pegs that you have to push in order to unlock the cage, initially, like at the very end of the mission, you can actually stand on those. And you can interact with them. So with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the peg, and the game gets really confused. Okay, I'm going to focus. I had cursor glitch.
なんだ?
Okay.
ああ、失敗してる。
Okay. All right. Oh shoot. All right, cursor glitch again. So basically, cursor glitches. Oh, there we go. We got it. Yeah.
何が
Good
なんだ
try.
か。
I'll take that. Okay, so now we're up here, and I'm pinned against the ceiling, but that's okay. Kyle Katarn has been doing squats and ab workouts, so he's completely fine. He's got a strong core. And so with that, what I do is I slowly back away from that ledge. And when I do that, that actually ends up causing the cage to continue to rise up, because the cage actually is not connected to that pillar. And so when I do that, there's like a couple pixels you can stand on to get it to raise up. I'm able to collect the lightsaber and then go and finish the mission. So that was really awesome. That's a really cool skip. It saves like a minute and a half, so it's absolutely required for the speedrun. Here's another bit of cutscene entering. I'm trying to be super stealthy here and beyond the DL because I don't want them to suspect I'm a Jedi, but it's pretty obvious that I'm a Jedi. And so when I enter this cutscene, I actually get full control of my force powers. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for him to stand up. And that allows me to pull this Rodian out. Yeah, nice. And crouch climb up there just like that. Switch to third person. Okay. All right, so this is a really hard jump. I can mess it up really easily. And I got it first try. Okay.
Oh.
All right. All right. Okay. I'm sorry, I should have warned you not to clap, because this next one is going to be a lot more difficult. And a lot scary. So I'm going to go for something that's classified as a segmented strat, which basically means you should never do it in a run. No, not enough speed. No, not enough speed. Okay. No, my turning's off. Okay, so I'm just going to do the normal strat. That's okay. I'm going to set up a hard save here instead of a quick save, because I have a pretty high probability of soft walking in that spot. And there we go, I got it. Thank you. Thank you. So that being said, getting over to this garbage thingy, we're not supposed to do this for a while, and there's like a lot of like snaking through and like, I think a block puzzle or a switch puzzle or something. No, I'm gonna go for it. No, I have to get this. I have to do it. I told Brindar I would do it. No, I have to do this. Okay. I'm sorry, I let you down, Brindar. I hope you're not too mad at me. So there, you can actually kill that Rodian with your lightsaber hilt, which is kind of silly. But now coming in here, we are going to be introduced to our new best friend forever, Lando Calrissian. It's really interesting because the English voice acting is actually done by the actor who played Lando in The Empire Strikes Back itself. So that's a really cool bit.
Oh.
Okay, and there he is. So Lando's in a jail cell. The reason why we're here in the first place is we got tip from Luke Skywalker that the gangster Relo actually knows something about the location of Dasan, who once again kidnapped our waifu. Yes, I nailed that. Okay, that's a really hard jump.
ちなみにルーク役のマーク・ハミルさんは意外と日本のアニメの海外版の吹き替えで入ってたりしていることがあります。
Basically pissed off the gangster for some reason, and so he's yelled up. So we're gonna go and free our new bestie. Here's the force push, nice. Okay, now I'm going to enter this cutscene. So normally, these turrets here that you're gonna see in a moment are moving around, really hard to shoot. However, I have to kill off all of these turrets. But when I enter this cutscene, for some reason, they're just standing still. So it becomes ridiculously easy to kill them fast. However, this isn't the only reason why I'm entering this cutscene. There is going to be another really awesome use. And this actually gets used in Academy a lot more than Outcast. But at the end of this cutscene, for some reason, it resets your position as a Kyle. So what's going to happen is I'm actually going to teleport to that elevator I just opened up. Nice, I did that section fast enough. I was able to get some extra TDs, which are going to be really useful in the next mission. So that's really hype. Okay, so coming down here, I'm going to be saying hi to Lando. And if you remember me talking about that inventory, boom, I just picked up my first Seeker drone. Shoutouts to Vrindar, the Seeker drone god himself.
中身でやってますね。
Hey, Lando. So if I activate this elevator too soon, before Lando steps on it, it's actually a soft walk in the game. But hey, now we have the power of friendship on our side. Damn straight. All right, here we go. Yeah, friendship. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! All right, so here I'm gonna push this guy over because I'm really mean. But more importantly, when he dies, he actually drops an invisible TD drop. However, if you don't push them over like that, the TDs have a pretty high probability of despawning, and that's a huge problem. We need those TDs. Because the power of friendship does not carry its weight as much as explosives and stuff. Sorry, Lando. Even though you're explosive in my heart. Here I'm sticking my lightsaber in the wall. Saber is out for dialogue skip because quick save and quick load works for dialogue skipping. Also, the sound generated by lightsabers going into walls also causes the sounds to be canceled out. But here's a bit of tricky movement that I discovered maybe like a week or two ago. I'm gonna try it. There we go. I missed the jump cancel. Let's do it. I can do it. Yes, all right, we're up there. Nice. Thank you guys, thank you so much. Okay, so now we're going to enter a trick known as Luck Fando. Because we definitely would not switch those consonants around for any reason.
Oh.
Here we go. I'm outside of a very specific trigger. Then also, as I was approaching that section, I was also able, okay, he's left side. I was able to quick save and quick load to skip dialogue. When I do that and I'm outside those triggers, the game gets a little bit confused. And so because of that, that ends up causing both, all the waves, to spawn on that same side. However, that being said, if I hadn't done that and I had stayed in the secondary trigger, there's actually two triggers, I would have caused the waves to spawn on either side of the ship, so I would have had to gone back and forth. And the next wave doesn't spawn until you kill off a certain list of enemies, so it's a huge pain. But that was really awesome.
ジェダイナイトになるために自分でライトセーバーの素材を石を取りに行かなきゃいけない。鉱石ですよね。鉱石を取りに行かなきゃいけないんですけど、それの取り行くものによって変わるっていう設定ですね。
Interesting. It's a little weird, but probably just because I killed off those enemies way faster. But here's a bit more of dialogue skipping. Gonna stick my saber in the wall. Woo, friendship. And then we're going to meet Relo, but uh-oh. He's got
まあ基本的に青と緑がジェダイで赤がシスっていうのが基本です。だからなんだっけ、アナキンの時は青だったりするんですけど、ダース・ベイダーになったら赤になってるとか。
I mean, even though we don't have the information, power of friendship is enough, right, guys? Yeah. Woo! Wow, you guys really like friendship. That's pretty cool. I like friendship too. Anyways, this level is going to be really cool. Pick a secret drone. It's just going to be me riding a bunch of elevators. So this is a great time to reach a bunch of donations.
アデガンクリスタルっていう鉱石を使うんですよ。で、ジェダイの戦士、ジェダイナイトは基本的にその自分でその発掘じゃないけど自分で掘って作るんで、で天然のそのアデガンクリスタルがまあ基本的に青か緑っていう話の設定ですね。で、片や帝国軍のまあシスの方はなぜ赤いかっていうと人口だから赤いっていうやつですね。
We've got $25 from Octea. Hey Muffin, can't wait to see you melt hearts and melt the butter on your run.
いるライトセーバー。
And take a bath.
Thank you so much, Octea. Thank you.
We've got $15 from GoldKev25. Hey CovertMuffin, I was blown away by your Jedi Academy speed.
性能は一緒です。
May the frames be with you and kill the animals.
ただルークは最初そのフォースが使えなくて使いこなせなくてコンバーターのなんだっけジェネレーターだっけあじゃブースターかブースターを使ってまあライトセーバー最初出してましたけどね。
And we've got $25 from Elo Jimine. Hey Muffin, this donate goes to one of the best people that I know. Good luck with the run, man. Team Forlorn.
Yeah, Team Forlorn for life. Sorry, it's a meme. So that being said, now is going to be like the first and last real portion of RNG. I'm sure the AI can give us troubles with boxing us out, but this is legit RNG. All right? Okay. So what I'm doing here is quick saving, quick loading, and re-entering a trigger. Wow, this is really bad. Are the vents even going? Oh, no, they were. They're going, right? Yeah, they're going. There we go. Okay, we're in there. Yeah. So basically, the currents have like a random pattern that spawns every time you pass through that trigger. So quick saving, quick loading is a good option. Wow, this is pretty bad. But we're in there. We're entering the jet streams. Baby Bird has entered the jet stream. Love you, Mom. All right, but here's the first epic lightsaber on lightsaber combat. It's really cool. Wait, what are you doing? That's not a lightsaber. Oh no. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Oh, that's too bad. All right. Okay, but that's okay, because coming up here is going to be the second instance of really epic lightsaber on lightsaber combat. Really complex. Okay, never mind. They're just dead. Okay. Yeah, so those TDs one-shot those guys, so we just use TDs to quick it up. That's okay. We're going to have some crazy lightsaber stuff coming in another time. That being said, though, this droid we're going to be babysitting for quite a bit of time. So the really cool thing with this droid, though, is that I can use force push on it. So even though, like, look how slowly it's going to walk. Ready? Wait. No. Move. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I don't want to wait for that. So what I'm going to be doing is just using force push in order to... Whoops, I'm dead. I'm going to be using force push in order to speed things up. However, I'm going to grab this heavy repeater here because it's going to be really effective for destroying trip mines in the next section because there's going to be a ton of them. So boom, there we go. Going to push the droid forward. Yeah, get that switch. All right, here we go. So boom, the AoE attack on this thing is massive. Terrible, terrible damage. Okay, there we go. Destroying the trip mines, pushing them forward. Awesome. Whoops, I hit a trip mine. Not a problem. So upcoming here is going to be one of the crazier tricks in the run, followed by another one. Here I'm quick saving outside of trigger zone. Then I'm going to push this guy. Then jumping and force pulling him up to me. Oh, it's so close. Is going to allow me to extend my max height, so I'm able to come up here, which is actually technically out of bounds. Then using those strafe jump mechanics, I'm able to build a bunch of speed and get all the way over here in order to skip through. Next, you remember the, oh boy, that was unfortunate. Remember those secret drones we've been picking up? Well, this is going to showcase off the first of 3 of these types of skips, where I'm going to be jumping on that tiny little metal sphere after spawning him underneath me. So here I'm going to heal a little bit in the elevator. I'm going to heal a little more. Okay. Quick save. And boom. So there I actually had to fall down the elevator in order to hit the spawn trigger for that Imperial officer. Because we need that Imperial officer's security key in order to get through. But here we go. I'm going to be clearing out these stormtroopers because a bunch of stormtroopers are going to spawn as I progress through this level. But here we go. More back to tanks. Oh, whoops. There we go. Okay. And coming in here for another security key. So lightsaber combat in this game really came down to the 2 bosses, which are going to be Tavion and Dasan at the end of the game. And that being said, before I started speedrunning this, I had been speedrunning Academy for a bit, and I sort of reworked a lot of the lightsaber mechanics. So they asked me to actually take a look at Tavion because she used to be a huge run killer. And they tried to see if I could find any saber strats. So you'll notice that I have blue style if you look in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. And you're not supposed to have blue style until the next mission. However, during the dialogue of Lightsaber Skip, I was able to acquire blue style. And so because of this, I am going to enter this fight, knock her prone, and bake a badge. Take a bath. Yeah, thank you. All right, so here's another cutscene we're entering. We're doing this because there's a bunch of stormtroopers in this next section, and they can deal a bunch of damage. But that's okay, because I'm in this cutscene. They have no idea I'm here. So I am basically a ghost. These jumps are really hard, and I have to do 3 of them. Okay. Okay. All right, there's 2. 1 more. Okay. Yeah, nailed it. All right, we're up there. Thank you. Okay, here we go. So in this next part, we're going to be introduced to your friendly neighborhood serial killer, Shia LaBeouf. He's very spooky. So coming over here, then aiming this grating. Oh God, shotgun troopers! Ugh, okay, I'm fine. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We made it. And here he is. So basically, I named him Shia LaBeouf because he's actually going to chase me through these hallways. But as long as I move through fast enough, we will escape his wrath and live to fight another day. But upcoming years is going to be another really, really cool seeker drone skip. So first, though, I'm going to walk up to this door. Boom, I just activated a trigger for a bunch of elevators to start moving. And so because of this, if I am quick enough moving through here, which I think I am, I'm on a good pace. Let's destroy these. Again, oh, no. All right. All right. Okay. This is the hardest one for me. Got it, second try. All right. Oh, whoops. All right, hang on. Still not over.
Oh.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I made it. All right. Yeah, okay. So there, I needed exactly 97 or more health in order to be able to fall down there and take fall damage. But because of that, I was able to catch this elevator at a really fast and exit the level. And that saves a bunch of time. That is really cool. Here, Mind Trick is definitely required in order to get through. But this movement is really just going to show off how beautiful and amazing Outcast is as a speed game. And you'll just see me go through, for the most part, like intended ways. So this is a great time to read some more donations.
Okay, wonderful. We've got $10 from Covert Pug Wash. Hey, Muffin, how's it going?
Hey, Puggy.
Glad to see you at another GDQ. Good luck to the run, and I will keep your secret that you are actually a cupcake.
Thank you.
We've got $5 from Bubbles Del Fuego. Says, yo, Muffin, I'm going to preheat the oven. You just say the word.
Thanks, Bubbles. All right, so here's a really cool pull jump again. Oops. And this is going to skip me having to take another elevator. But it's not over. This jump is actually pretty precise and difficult, so I'm going to line it up. No. Let's try again.
ね、普通にプレイしても十分面白そうだからいいですよね。これまあ Steam で買えるっていうのはいいことですね。
complicated and the turning is really, really complicated and pretty springy. I'm actually going to do this. I'm low on backs, so I definitely want to land on that box. But a lot of these jumps are really insanely precise. But that being said, a lot of them only save like a second or two. So even though we have quick save and quick load, every single attempt takes like 2 to 5 seconds. So you can rack up a lot of time loss really, really fast. And that's why like really fast times on the leaderboards are especially insane. Oh no, Shia LaBeouf is back. Shia, surprise! Get me out of there. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay. All right, we're okay. All right, so I'm going to try and get back before this door closes. Oh, yes! All right. That would really only take like a tiny bit of time, but it just feels good. All right. All right, we're down there. Open the door. Okay, awesome. That being said, upcoming here is going to be an interesting fight where I'm going to jump forward. Doing this stops these back two enemies from jumping upwards. And that makes it a lot easier in order to kill them fast. But here's my arch nemesis. He tries to block me. Yes, I got around him really fast. That's so high.
そう、販売促進行にもなりますから。
That being said, in the next level, I'm going to use crouch to shrink my hitbox and then use force speed to slow down time. This is going to allow me to get past these laser cycles a little bit faster. That being said, we have time for...
All right, we have a $300 anonymous donation.
Wow, thank you.
Who says apparently even in Star Wars video games, the stormtroopers have terrible aim.
なんかこの入れ替わり方いいかもしれませんね。
ね。
Thank you so much. It's so kind of you.
作品の最後に次の配信者が
喋る。
喋って、いや、本当ね、この身内の話で申し訳ないんですけど、配信切りましたとか、これから配信しますみたいなのって、
まあなくなりますからね。トラブルが。
そう。ディスコードがつながってる限りは、
そうそう。
喋れる。なんかあった場合は通話でなんとかできる。しかし深夜にこのテンションで深夜じゃないけど向こう
は真っ昼間だからスーパーハイテンション、
まさにこのプレイヤー今ジェダイになってますね。なりきるのって大事ですから。
そうそう。
テレフォンショッキングじゃなくてなんだっけあれ寝起きドッキリのやつスタードッキリマル秘報告ですね。
古いな。
And then after this, right, you're like, oh, thank goodness, I have time to breathe. Nope. guess what?
わかるかな
Chicken robot, force speed to slow down time, jump on his head, and crouch climb up to that ledge before it races out of reach.
それも古いんで
Like about a minute of the mission.
それも
これが夕焼けだった
I
から
come over
ね
here, and yeah, okay, the bridge is visible this time, so no one's going to be taking a bath yet.
それも割と古いネタだったけど大丈夫ですかね
Go all the way down there,
まあ
get
深
into
夜
your
だから許
security
され
key,
るかな
and then go all the way back up top in order to unlock that door and open it. But because I have seeker drones,
シュビ
shouts
ル
of
ビル
Rendar for discovering this, I'm able to continuously jump on its head. It's really hard, so I'm focusing. Ah, I was under the bridge. Okay, let's back up a little. Okay. All right, good start. I'm in the wall, so this is
こ
good.
れ私
All right, keep jumping.
スター・ウォー
keep
ズ
jumping. One more.
ほとんど見てないんですけど、ジェダイっていうのはこんなにハイスペックなんですか？
That was okay.
そうですね超ハイスペックですね
移動速度は速いし、
Alright, I like this.
こうやってあ
Feeling it.
なんか抜けそうですねジャンプで。
Yeah, and we're up there. Awesome. Thank you. So a really cool thing too about that
やばい
trick
な
is
初
that
角や
like
千歳っ
even
て
if
こ
I
れ
failed it
初
like
角や
that
千
many
歳って
times,
こう
I
いう字だっ
lost
たっ
like
け？
I don't know like 20 seconds from that. But it still saved a bunch of time.
どうだろう
千歳
So
の地
there,
は線って書く
these Sith
感じ
have
で。
extremely resistant to armor, to saber attacks, and force powers, which is what this dialogue is going to be saying now. But because I was able to force pull him, that didn't stop him from having all
移
the
動
bones
速
in
度
his
も上が
body
る
be
ジェダイ
crushed
は。
into a pulp.
もうジェ
That's
ダイ
really
は
cool.
やばいで
Then
す
coming through here, we're going to be introduced into like a stealth section of the game.
これ
I'm going to
バ
be
ニーホップしてる
using
時に1
mind trick in
回の
order
バニーホ
to
ップで
mind trick
6メートルぐらい
a
飛ん
few
で
of
そうなんですけど
these, people. What's really cool is that if I aggro an enemy,
まあ
what
人
ends up
間の域
happening
は超え
is
てま
that
すよ
they have a
ね。
chain of command. But so there, I'm going to mind trick that stormtrooper in order to not see me, and I'm going to mind trick that officer. That officer is the
わかる
brains
人
of
に
the
はわかる。
operation. For some reason, even if I aggro, oh boy, any of the stormtroopers,
ヨーダも顔色が緑になるくらいの移動速度
it's
で
a
す
really
ね
hard。jump.
いやもともと緑
They
です
still
ね。
will not press the switch. The
緑なんだ
Imperial
よな
officer has this like priority over the stormtroopers. So simply because we're able to mind trick 2 enemies, it's just like, okay, I get to the end of the mission for free, and that's really cool. But upcoming here, this is going to be a really
ダークサイド混じって
fascinating
る
level
珍しい
where I'm going to be working my
結構
way
ね
through
な
all
ん
these
か
sensory
最
hack
近
hallways and doing
2000
some
年以
stuff.
降
So
の
this
ス
is
ター・
an
ウォーズは
excellent
ジェ
time
ダ
to
イナ
read
イト
about
は
what do we say to
ダーク
donate?
サイズだったり
Sounds
普通のだったり
great.
もう
We
め
have
ち
a
ゃくちゃなん
$200
で
donation from Glassnonk.
Yeah, Glassnong!
Had to donate during the run of one of my favorite streamers.
Oh, dude.
Your energy is infectious, Muffin. Enjoying the run so far, and good luck.
Thanks so much, man. Dude, Glassnonk is an amazing KOTOR speedrun. He ran last SGDQ, and it was amazing performance.
We've got a $5 anonymous donation. Came to see Jedi Outcast, but stayed for CovertMuffin's awesome laugh.
これプレイヤーさんが小刻みにこう上下に揺れてるんですよ。これ
Awesome, thanks.
そうそう
So we're in this droid. It's pretty cool. I'm going to open the switch big door. That's going to allow me to progress with the mission. So we have time for, why don't we say 1 donation?
All right, we've got $10 from Jonathan. Thanks for the best run of 2017, CovertMuffin. Please stay and commentate every run for the rest of the day.
Awesome. Okay, so upcoming here is going to be the Vape Nation corridor. Oh, no! Okay, so I messed up a jump there. Oh, the drugs! Okay. All right, we're through. So here I'm going to force jump in order to get up to this door. This next trick is going to be so hyped, so get the PogChamps ready in chat. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to destroy this droid, destroy that droid, and then I'm going to use some Bactus to
こ
heal
の
up.
プレイヤーさんがこのゲームクリアした後にどうなるのか見てみたいな。燃え尽きるのかなやっぱ
Okay.
り。
Give me your gun.
ふーって感じになるんですよ。
Surrender your weapon.
どう
真っ
でしょう
白になりそうですけど。
Push him over there. Okay. All right. All right, there we go. We got the setup.
縦に揺れることで
Here we go.
エネルギーをチャージしていくスタイ
Give
ル
me, give me.
なるほど
I want.
邪魔
All right, and we're out of there. And boom, the stormtroopers loaded on the train. Yeah.
ああいうなんか幸福モーションみたいなのあるんです
That being said, this trick is, for some reason, I still don't know why they let me do this, but they let me name this trick. And this is known as Snakes on a Train. Shout outs to Sammy
メタル
Aljack.
ギアっぽいですね
So basically, wait, I want to see the stormtrooper. Screw it. So the stormtrooper's up on that train, and so because of that, it's pretty silly, and that allows you to skip having to ride that
い
train.
や4人とか
But
5
that
人に
being
勝てるわ
said,
けないだろうこれ
after you activate the train, it's on
ジェダイは
a
勝つ
hard
んです
timer,
ね。
and you have to wait for the train door to
なぜな
arrive
らば
at the
ジェダイ
door
だから。
before it opens. So It doesn't actually save time. It actually loses me a bit of time. But you know what? It's a really great optimization.
なんかテクニックっぽいですね。今その降伏させといてドア閉まらないようにしてみたいなのは
I don't know why the
低い
Imperials
感じ
do
が
this,
しました
but
ね。
every single time you need to make a phone call out of this stupid ship, you have to go around in this section, jumping
操作の
around
テンション
and
に若
hitting
干
a
周りが
very
ついてこれ
specific
なくな
oh,
り
boy,
ま
not
す
a。force, a very specific
まあね。
sequence of codes. So shout outs to Imperial Quality of Life once
で
again.
も後ろで
Yeah,
座ってる方々はこのねプレイヤーさんと多分仲良かったりすると思うんです。いつも通りのいつも通りの反応だと思います。この人こういう感じだし、いつも通りだな。逆にいつもよりテンション高いかもしれませんね。こういう大会だし。
So we need to make that phone call. With that being said, though, I'm a little camera shy.
ジェダイじゃなくても5人くらい倒せる。マジですか。いやー、戦いは数だって聞いたんですけど。
まあ一般的にはね。ただ、フォースの力はすごすぎるので。
I didn't expect the Imperials to be that well mannered. Thank you guys. Oh my goodness. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So that going to that cutscene actually despawns all those guys. Awesome.
中さんに聞きたかったんですけど、このオーマイゴッドっていう人と、オーマイグッドネスっていう人と、2パターンあるんですけど、これはなんか進行に関係あるんですか？
特に変わんないっすよ。
多分意味が一緒だと思うんですけど、なんかキリスト教の信仰がその敬虔なキリスト教徒の人はゴッドは使わないとかっていうなんか
そうですね。キリスト教も神はあれなんで。そう、グ
ッドネスっていうんですよね。
そう、オーマイグッドネスっていうのが。
で、今のプレイヤーさんはグッドネスですね。あ、なんか外に外に出そうになってまた入ってきました。Yes.
Thank you.
I would like to confirm that the spaceman has taken over chat.
Yes, you guys are awesome.
ジェダイになれば酸素とかいらないから。
So up next is going to be a bit of a butt clench scenario where I'm actually out of Bactus. So I'm going to have a hard time healing. I need to get the security key from this officer. There's tons of shotgun troopers, which for some reason shotgun troopers have really high accuracy. Yes, I made it through. And also there's a rocket launcher trooper. So I've actually lost runs to just perma-deathing in that room. But hey, that NPC is actually named after me. It's pretty cool. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump forward once again to stop this guy from jumping.
こうやって見るとライトセーバーっていうのはどういうものなんかすごい気になるんだよな。なんか更新は熱くないんですかねこれ。
熱くないですね。
熱くない。
But that being said, guys, we've had a long quest. Finding our waifu.
なんかこう壁を切り裂くときに壁が赤くなるからなんか熱が出るのかなと思ったんですけど、
すべてフォースの力によってよるものなので何も言えないです。はっきり言います。もうすべて
来た。これはフォースの力でなんとかフォースの力でなんとかするんだ。フォースだ。ヘルプ。フォース。さっきまでフォースの力でなんとかしてきた。
データ残ってましたかね。
おお。これでも自動セーブが。
Yeah, the save file is corrupted. Okay. So I'm sorry, guys. Basically, what happens there is when you enter the cutscene, it stops the two-switch door puzzle from having to go. But because we're on a time here for this marathon, I have a safety save prepared just in case this happens. So that's okay. But basically, I would just be walking to the end of the mission and not doing this with people. So let's go ahead and find that save file. The game's showing up okay on stream, right, guys? Yeah? Okay, thanks for the thumbs up.
7セーブか。ちょっと戻ったところから始めるしかないですね。さっきのセーブポイントからやり直すとフリーズしちゃってましたね。
So I tested this out right before the run, and actually, I'm not going to have to do a really hard backup, which I'm really relieved.
来たぞライトセーバー兄貴が。熱量の塊、斬撃というより焼き切るという。おお。ってことは熱いな。
Which allows me to skip going through that entire fight.
でも熱は感じないんですよ。
And then having to backtrack in low gravity all the way back. So that is absolutely insane. This is like one of the reasons why this game is such a pleasure to speedrun. It's really complicated and really hard and takes a lot of practice. But you know what? The community for this game is amazing. And that skip is definitely an homage to the community. So major shout outs to the Jedi Knight 2 and the Jedi Knight Academy speedrunning communities. Everybody is all for pushing the game forward. And because of this, I was able to bring this game to GDQ today and put on a great performance. So thank you so much. Thank you guys. Can we get a clap for the community?
Yeah. 血も出ないですね。
Thank you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, guys. Thank you.
ルークが5作目でベイダーに腕切られるんですけど。
And this level has a bit more of the
主人公が。
technical movement. But up next in Yavin Canyon is going to really showcase some really complex
血も一切出ないでそのままスポーンって手が落ちるんで。
But I really want to hear your guys' donations. So why don't we go ahead and say 3 donations?
Okay, awesome. I've got $200 from I Am the Shaz. Have to support the wonderful CovertMuffin for a speedrun at SGDQ from one day night to another. Good luck on your run, Muffin. Take a bath.
Dude, Shaz, thanks, man.
We also have $150
donation
from Bosis Mealy, long-time watcher, first-time donating, so I just had to make up for all those lost years. We also have $150 donation from Erase85. This run is too intense. I can't keep up. All I've gathered so far is something about Shia LaBeouf needing a bath.
Yeah, that's good. That's all you need. But I'm really low on force here, so I'm going to keep this really slow.
ライトセーバー売ってるかなジャパネットで。
That's okay. That's alright. So here I'm just slowly meandering. If I had really good force management, unfortunately I entered the level with half force. I'm able to get through this level insanely fast. But that was still really good.
お子さんの分と、おじいちゃんおばあちゃんの分と。
For having bad force management. That's okay. So coming in here, this is the second last mission. What I'm going to go for here is known as a chain continuation. Basically means I missed it. That's okay. But basically, if I lined up my jumps perfectly and nailed the strafe jumps, not losing any speed, I'm able to get through there fast. Oh, that's a rocket trooper. Okay, get me out of here, Batman. I don't know why I asked Batman to get me out of here, but I did. Look, it's okay. We're on the marathon. I'm allowed to say weird stuff like that. Oh, the double. All right. So there I have to kill off 2 enemies in order to spawn that rocket to be fired to allow me to get through there. Here's some final healing. That being said, these last couple of missions are going to go really fast. Right at the end of this mission, I'm going to showcase off another cutscene enter to get through really fast. There's just some safety health from just marathon safety to be completely honest.
私もね、交通誘導のバイトしてた時にやってました。
So normally I have to fight off some enemies here, and then the exit to the level opens up. But because in this cutscene, the ending opens up instantaneously, I'm able to get through. But here we go. Okay, so upcoming here is going to be a really cool trick where you use force speed to slow down time, then do something known as a Vino boost. Slopes actually end up converting your acceleration as you're going through the game. Oh, I missed it. All right, let's wait a sec. All right, and boom.
ちなみにここのマップってさっきより進んだんですかね。それとかなり戻った気がしたんですけど、どうなんだろう。時間的には多分押しちゃうかな。
まあ少し押しちゃうでしょうね。
50分枠だから。
So basically, when your cursor turns blue, that means you can force push a thing. But sometimes that just doesn't work.
どこだかわからない。あ、もう終盤ってことは。
That being said, if you've played this game
なん
casually,
かあれ
you
です
know
か
how
ね。
insanely difficult Dishonored
まあ
is
今
from a fight. And the saber
日
mechanics
スタ
are
ー
really
ト今日
complicated.
セーブした
But
場所じゃないとこ
basically,
ろ
quick
の
draw, force speed, and dead.
枝セーブ
Time.
がどっかに残っててそれ使った感じですかね。
Yes.
あ、やっぱり。住んでたのかい。
Thank you so much.
なんかそういうパターン多いですよね。
That being said, once again, shout
下
out
った時
to
に
the
セーブデータ
communities.
読み込んで
Shout
も
out
まあしゃあねえ
these
かみ
guys.
たい
These
な。
are my friends supporting me here in life. Shout out to my family for being really supportive.
GG.
And thank you guys for all the donations.
ていうかボスがあっさり。
Doctors Without Borders is a really great cause, and so I hope you guys continue to get hype, continue to donate, and enjoy the rest of the marathon. Thank you.
Thank you so much. CovertMuffin, everybody.
はい、というわけ
Thank
で
you
以
so
上で
much.
した
That run
ね
was。insane, very technical, very fast, and of course, you are always infectiously energetic. So thank you so much to CovertMuffin. So we are going to play a
はい、
quick ad from one of our
ここでま
sponsors.
た
So
スポンサーのね
stick around and
広
we'll be
告
back
が
in
入
a
っ
minute.
て、その後キングダムハーツファイナルミックスに変わりますので、
そうです。
広告が終わったら変わりたいと思います。
なので一瞬ねまた画面が止まりますんで更新していただけると助かります。ので映ってなかったりなんかおかしかったらまた言ってください。
あ、映ってないんですけどって言おう。
映っとるやんけ。まだ変わってないし。
解説不在ですね。
そうなんですよ。実はそれが言いたくてキングダムハーツの解説募集中ですので、何せちょっと時間が、ね、結構あるので。
This is Summer Games Done Quick. Coming up next, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. You are not going to want to miss this run. It's going to be so exciting. It has a million great donation incentives that you will want to stick around for and also donate for. So go ahead and check that out on the website, gamesdonequick.com, to see what you can put your money towards. There's song incentives, there's other incentives, there's just too many to list. So check that out and be sure to stick around for that. And we are just going to take a quick ad break and we will be right back. Humble monthly subscribers get over $100 worth of games for only $12 every month. They get to keep their games just like a regular Humble bundle. Also, there's the Humble Trove, which is a new collection of Humble originals and other DRM-free games, and it's only available to Humble monthly subscribers. So I don't know if you guys have ever used Humble Bundle. I know I personally have bought tons of games from them. It's always a great price, and they always fill up my inventory of games with more games than I could ever play, but it's great, and also part of the proceeds go to charity every time, so it's just a great cause. If you have not checked out Humble Bundle, make sure to do that.
Rated E for everyone. Yo, Earl, we made it back to Earth.
And it only took 26 years. Not bad.
First thing we need to do is get some new pagers. Mine must be broke, because I haven't gotten a page since 1991.
I just hope people recognize us now that we're all high def or whatnot.
Earl, I'm red with 3 legs, you're orange and huge, we're aliens, and we're mad funky. People gonna recognize us. Toe Jam and Earl, back in the groove. It's an all-new adventure game from 1991, coming in 2017 to PC and console from Adult Swim Game.
Welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2017. Do want to read off a quick $600 anonymous donation.
まだです。じゃあ切ります。
Thank you so much for that.